Noon heat writes a map of stone and water. High above, a spiral of vultures promises flesh. A small Homo rudolfensis family reads these signs, balancing risk against reward. Their advantage is not speed, but physics. Edge and mass are chosen by touch, a heavy cobble for striking, a sharp flake for cutting. This The signs converge, a zebra, opened at the flank. The first scavengers are already claiming their share. The hominid watches, calculating. Then, the sky falters. A strange halo circles the sun. Through pinholes in acacia leaves, tiny crescents slide across the ground. Birds fall quiet. The world's rules are briefly suspended. The family moves, using the strange, fading light as cover. One to cut, one to guard, one to strike. They work with frantic precision as vultures drop from the sky. But the cooling air and scent of blood attract new rivals. Cursorial hyenas arrive. The hominids cannot hold this ground. They are here to steal, not to conquer. They are not here for the bulk muscle. On a high slab of basalt, a heavy stone acts as an anvil. A cobble hammer strikes, and the shaft of a long bone yields. The true prize is revealed, rich. Pale marrow, a traveling limb is freed, a parcel of dense, soft energy. Loads and tools move first. Distance is their only armor. The predators can have the rest. As true night re-establishes its own physics, the work continues in their rocky sanctuary. The anvil is a table. The hammerstone cracks the bone. This is more than feeding, it is teaching. The technique, the angle, the force, the tool, is passed on. Totality arrives. A dark disk rules the sky, rimmed by a pale, shimmering ring. Day collapses into a cold, false dusk. On the rocks, a mother and child huddle, tools in hand. As bats, the true masters of the dark, harvest the air above them. The lesson repeats. The connection between tool and food is secured, but predators test the margins. A jackal, bold in the strange darkness, probes their sanctuary. A single thrown cobble buys hesitation. Strategy, here, is written by substrate and wind as much as by nerve. The false night echoes with true night's sounds. On the plains below, the competition is fierce. The hominids keep to their high ground, a fortress of nerve and stone, listening as the hunters of the dark reclaim their world. Value is sometimes carried, sometimes cached. A shallow pocket in the basalt, brushed with sand, hides a parcel above the reach of noses. Water is taken with caution. Bends in the river hide old jaws. They keep to clear, shallow margins, crossing on stones. Drink comes in quick sips. They never anchor themselves to the bank. By noon, the spiral has rebuilt high above. The zebra is memory. From a high ledge, the family surveys their world, a world of canyons, game trails, and dust. They are endurance runners, moving through the heat, their eyes mapping the next source of water, the next safe refuge. mind is never empty. Hyenas patrol the grass, a dust devil, a phantom of the heat. Force is a change of path. Every element is a signal. A hawk on a branch sees what they cannot. The presence of elephants signals water and safety. They walk on two legs, a radical adaptation that saves energy and lifts their eyes above the grass. It allows them to carry tools, to carry water, to carry their young. They move across the land, not just as animals, but as engineers, constantly solving the problems of physics and time. And there are problems. A leopard in the shade. A lioness on the hunt. From their high vantage, the hominids watch. They are not the strongest, nor the fastest. They must be the smartest. They wait, ceding the low ground to the true apex predators. They return to the cached bones. The anvil is their kitchen. The hammerstone cracks the bone. And the marrow is parceled. This is the dense, high-energy food that fuels a growing brain. Below, the hyenas run, but up here, technology has built a new, safer world. Evening favors height. They rest, tools in hand, and watch the plain. The lessons of the day are absorbed. Value is cached. A shallow pocket in the rock, covered with sand, protects their investment. On this plane, survival is a ledger balanced on rock. Night brings its own lessons. The child mimics the adult, holding the bone, understanding its value. Easy protein presents itself as winged insects fall onto warm rock. Knowledge is passed on. A parent shows a child. A gesture, a shared look. The group is the library. They watch the night herds pass, a river of life in the moonlight. The anvil is still at work, the sound of stone on bone, a percussion against the dark. The hyenas patrol the edges, but the high rock is a reliable fortress. The plan holds. In the deep quiet before dawn, caches are unsealed. Under the vast river of the galaxy, the family rests, but the world does not. An owl hunts, a silent master of the dark. The hominids use a different strategy, hiding their assets in the earth, a bank of stone and sand. Dawn. The lessons resume. A child is given the tool. The marrow. On open ground, a lone hominid stands tall, a rock in hand, and the hyenas scatter. This is a new power. They run with the herds, not as prey, but as a parallel force. The sharp flake is passed from one hand to another, a transfer of knowledge. On this plane, the mind is the sharpest tool of all. The sabertooth watches, but the hominids are already gone. High on the ridge, the anvil is their legacy. They look out over the valley, a world they are learning to master not with fang or claw, but with foresight, with cooperation, and with a simple, revolutionary idea, a sharp edge, held in a hand, a plan, held in the mind,